Princess Isabella has just taken one of the biggest steps of her young public life, and one decision made on her very first day is already attracting attention far beyond Denmark. At just 19 years old, the daughter of King Frederik X and Queen Mary has officially begun her military training with Denmark's Guard Hussar Regiment. But while cameras focused on her arrival, another detail quickly became the center of discussion. Unlike her fellow recruits, Princess Isabella chose not to receive the salary that is normally paid during military service. It is a decision that has sparked conversations about duty, responsibility, and the evolving role of Europe's younger royals. On Monday morning, Princess Isabella arrived at a military barracks in central Denmark carrying a large sports bag and dressed in a simple, practical outfit. Instead of making a grand royal entrance, she appeared much like any other young recruit beginning an important new chapter. Wearing a light brown suede jacket, a white t-shirt, loose-fitting jeans, and comfortable shoes, she projected an image of readiness rather than ceremony. That understated arrival quickly reminded many Danes of another familiar moment when her older brother, Crown Prince Christian, reported to the very same regiment around a year and a half earlier. The similarities were difficult to ignore. Like Christian before her, Isabella entered the barracks without unnecessary fanfare, reinforcing an image that Denmark's royal family has carefully cultivated over the years. Rather than emphasizing privilege, they have increasingly highlighted service, responsibility, and participation in national institutions. That approach has become one of the defining characteristics of King Frederik and Queen Mary's reign. Princess Isabella's military service also comes at a significant moment in Danish history. Denmark recently expanded its conscription program, opening the door for more young women to participate. Isabella is now among the first women entering the newly extended system, placing her in a unique position both as a member of the royal family and as someone participating during an important national transition. Her decision to decline military pay has naturally become one of the most talked about aspects of the story. While the financial amount itself may not be significant to a royal family member, the symbolism carries much greater weight. The choice sends a message that her participation is centered on public service rather than personal benefit. For many observers, it reflects an effort to avoid any perception that royal status provides financial advantages within a system designed for ordinary citizens. Of course, public opinion is rarely unanimous. Supporters have praised the decision as respectful and appropriate, arguing that it demonstrates an understanding of the responsibilities that accompany royal privilege. Others note that expectations are naturally different for members of the royal family and that such decisions inevitably attract closer scrutiny than they would for other recruits. Either way, the discussion illustrates how every public action taken by a modern royal is viewed through a much broader social and political lens. Military service has long played an important role within European monarchies. It is often seen as a way for future royal representatives to better understand national institutions, discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Although Princess Isabella is not the heir to the Danish throne, her participation continues a tradition that emphasizes connection between the monarchy and the country's armed forces. For King Frederik himself, military service has been a defining part of his own life and public image. His background in the Danish armed forces contributed to his reputation for discipline and commitment long before he became king. Seeing his daughter now following a similar path naturally creates a powerful sense of continuity for the Danish monarchy. Queen Mary has also consistently encouraged her children to pursue experiences that prepare them for public life through practical responsibility rather than royal ceremony alone. Over the years, the Danish royal household has increasingly presented its younger generation as relatable young adults balancing national expectations with personal development. Isabella's latest step fits comfortably within that broader narrative. Another reason this story has resonated internationally is because it reflects changing expectations of modern royalty. Across Europe, younger royals are increasingly expected to demonstrate authenticity, public service, and accountability rather than relying solely on tradition. Whether through military service, education, charitable work, or professional careers, today's royal families understand that public confidence often depends on visible commitment rather than inherited status alone. For Princess Isabella personally, the next 11 months are likely to be demanding. Military training requires physical endurance, mental resilience, teamwork, and discipline. Regardless of her royal background, she will face structured routines and expectations designed to prepare recruits for military service. The experience could become one of the most formative chapters of her early adulthood. Media attention will undoubtedly follow her throughout the program, but the real story may ultimately be measured not by photographs or headlines, but by how successfully she completes the same demanding environment that every recruit must navigate. That is where public respect is often earned. As Denmark watches another young royal begin military life, the focus extends beyond palace traditions. It raises broader questions about leadership, responsibility, and how constitutional monarchies continue adapting to changing public expectations in the 21st century. Princess Isabella's first day has already generated headlines, but her journey is only beginning, and many will be watching to see how this experience shapes both her future public role and the image of Denmark's royal family. Do you believe Princess Isabella's decision to decline military pay strengthens public confidence in the Danish monarchy, or should royals be treated exactly like every other recruit throughout military service? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this report, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with fellow royal watchers, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal news and analysis.